Good morning. Happy Thursday. Meteorologist Kaiti Blake here. We are at Seaworld San Antonio for the sneak peek of their newest exhibit, Turtle Reef. You can guess it has a lot to do with turtles. Look at the tank behind me. There's one right there. They've got a couple here. They've got different types of turtles here at this exhibit. We're going to actually learn all about it this morning. Today is media preview day. So we're here. We're going to talk to some of the scientists and experts that have helped set up this exhibit. I know, look at them. They're so cool. Lexi's holding the phone and her eyes got really big. They're swimming behind us, a bunch of beautiful fish here as well. So there's a lot to learn about the different types of turtles here and what Seaworld is doing to help keep them safe, set them up a good natural habitat here. They've got a biofiltration system that we're going to learn a lot about today too. That's going to be the next Blake's Brainiacs. And we're going to keep this Facebook Live going for a while because we're going to show you the animals, and there's also some rides here that we're going to preview for you. Lexi and I will be riding them, but we're going to show you those as well. I'm going to give the microphone to Lexi. She's one of our producers at KSAT. She produces KSAT's News at 9. You may hear her voice. She'll be talking to you a little bit over the next few minutes, but enjoy this preview of Turtle Reef at SeaWorld.
What kind of questions are I am a senior aquarist here at Seaworld San Antonio. One of you.
Did you give his name and everything?
No, as a way of where am I looking? Look at Keith. Okay, got it. Okay.
Can you say your first and last name and spell it for us?
Christopher Hobble, Chrisstopher Havel.
And what do you think the title would like this?
I'm a senior aquarist.
All right, so tell us a little bit about this exhibit here at SeaWorld.
So Turtle Reef is a state-of-the-art facility with a natural biofiltration, which is very interesting and very fun for us to bring because it's a one-of-a-kind thing. It's a more naturalistic filtration system for our sea turtles. And what we have here is a 126,000-gallon pool, and it is home to 1,500 fish that are in here, these different colorful fish. But of course, our main residence here at Turtle Reef is our sea turtles. So we actually have two different species of sea turtles in here. We've got green sea turtles, and we do have a loggerhead sea turtle in here. And some of our sea turtles, like Ellie down here, this is our Atlantic green sea turtle. She is a rescued sea turtle. So she came to Seaworld.
That turtle's name is Ellie. That is a rescued green sea turtle.
So she was hit by a boat, which is one of the problems that sea turtles face in the wild. And it has caused some issues for her. She has some buoyancy issues. She has some neurological issues. She doesn't swim straight all the time. And due to that, she was deemed to be unreleasable. So she is not fit to survive in the wild. So what they
You didn't hear that. That turtle's name is Ellie. She was hit by a boat. SeaWorld rescued her because she is not able to be returned to the wild.
We also have Big Mama. Big Mama is one of the favorites here. She's swimming off in the distance there. She was actually rescued in 2010 off the coast of Mississippi, and she was rescued and rehabbed at the Institute for Marine Mammal Studies. And she spent about 3 years there recuperating. Eventually, she ran out of space there. I mean, she's a large turtle. She's 250 pounds. So she is a very, very large turtle. She's our largest turtle in here. But as you can see out on her flippers there, she is missing portions of every single one of her flippers. She is missing portions of her front flippers.
That is Big Mama. She is 250 pounds.
A shark attack. So when they found her, she was floating around. She was unable to swim. She had shark bites on her shell and shark scrapes and missing her flippers. So that is why she was deemed unreleasable, because she would have a hard time evading predators and living out in the wild. So she came to SeaWorld Orlando in 2013, and we've had the pleasure of bringing her to our Turtle Reef here and be able to share her and her story with all of our guests. So that's one of the things we want to share here is the story of different sea turtles, some of the challenges they have out in the wild, some of the man-made challenges, and some of the things that people can do to change their everyday life to help sea turtles out in the wild. Because even little changes, like not using straws anymore or reusing plastics, can help sea turtles, because the ingestion of plastics out in the wild is one of the things that hurts these guys as well. Some of the other things that people can do is just be mindful of when you're on a beach, that you don't leave your lawn chairs because they get entangled when they come up to nest. So little things we want to tell people, things they can do, and then also stress some of the larger things that are affecting the sea turtles as well. Pollution and overdevelopment of nesting beaches. So we want people to learn all those things. And we don't want it to be all doom and gloom because we also want to point out rescue organizations and rehab organizations like ourselves and our partners, the Amos Rehabilitation Peak, the ARC, some of the things people are doing to help turn around these populations of animals, because all sea turtles are either endangered, they're threatened, some of them are critically endangered, and we want people to know that, and we want people to know that there's people out there that are helping to stem the tide, and they're trying to turn it around. And due to government organizations and rehab organizations and conservation organizations, we're starting to make a difference. We're not there yet. Obviously, there's a lot of challenges left, but we want people to know what those challenges are and what people are doing, what steps people are taking, and hopefully we can keep these animals around for millions of more years, because they've been around for millions of years, and we want to make sure that we're not the reason why they disappeared. So,
well, I think it's really cool, and you kind of speak to this. So SeaWorld in Orlando, they're a little bit closer to maybe the ocean where some of these animals are found.
right.
We're in San Antonio, we're pretty far away from the Gulf of Mexico, so I think it's really cool that now SeaWorld San Antonio has become a hub for these animals where they can come and kind of thrive in a safe environment.
Right. So SeaWorld Orlando and SeaWorld San Diego, because of their proximity to the ocean, they do a lot of rescues. They rescue sea lions, manatees in Florida, and a lot of other things. We have rescued manatees and dolphins periodically, but due to the fact that we're about 2 hours away from the coast, we don't necessarily not necessarily always involved in rescues. There's organizations down there that we've partnered with that do a lot of the rescues, but we have actually stepped up our rescues as well. So about 5 or 6 years ago, we actually purchased a boat, and the boat was intended to help rescue manatees or dolphins in distress, but it's actually been used mostly for sea turtles. So as a company, SeaWorld San Antonio, we've actually rescued over 460 turtles so far. And most of those turtles have rehabbed at the ARC. So our partnership with the ARC.
If you didn't hear that, SeaWorld has rescued more than 400 sea turtles as a company so far. Some of them are right here.
Like the ARC. So now that we have Turtle Reef here, we hopefully opened ourselves up to maybe some long-term rehab. So if they have any long-term rehabs that they need help with, or anybody else, we can actually provide some space that we can do some more long-term rehab. So we're actively involved in the rescue process every single cold stunning season. What that means is when the temperatures drop rapidly in mostly our upper Laguna Madre area, which is the epicenter for cold stun sea turtles, it drops so rapidly the turtles don't have a chance to get out. They go into almost a hypothermic state, and they go into a state where they float up to the surface and can't move. So they fall prey to boat strikes, animals, they wash ashore, they beach themselves, and it's really taken a toll on the green sea turtle numbers. But since organizations like the ARC and ourselves and the National Seashore have really started rescuing these turtles, the green sea turtle population in Texas has really started to go up. So in the world, the sea turtles are actually an endangered species. In Texas, they are a threatened species, and that is due to organizations like the ARC and the National Seashore helping these turtles and these populations rise once more.
So how many turtles do you guys come in?
So in here we actually have 6 sea turtles in here right now. We do have space for more, so if we come across more rescued sea turtles, we purposely left space to be able to bring in non-releasable rescued rehab turtles if need be. But currently we do have 6. Once again, Ellie, there's our smallest sea turtle. So Ellie is around 30 pounds. That was our rescue from the boat strike in Florida. Our largest sea turtle is Big Mama. She's our loggerhead sea turtle. She's our only loggerhead that we have right now. She's 250 pounds. And then we have 4 larger green sea turtles, which range anywhere from 200 pounds to 220 pounds. They're all right about the same weight.
Yeah, these pictures are huge, especially living in this part of Texas. Turtles, we think, a much smaller animals.
Right. When most people are thinking of turtles, they're thinking of the little green sea turtles or the little green turtles that they see for sale. The red-eared sliders that are no more bigger than a quarter when they're bought. But the sea turtles, they're a large species of animal. So these guys are all, with the exception of Ellie, who's a juvenile turtle still growing, they're all within average ranges for their turtle species. But the green sea turtle species, our largest one here is 220 pounds. They actually have been on record to get 871 pounds. That was the largest green sea turtle ever found. So they have the ability to grow to massive sizes. The loggerhead sea turtle is actually the largest shelled turtle in the world. And when I say shelled turtle, it means hard shell. So they actually have the ability to get over 1,000 pounds. So Big Mama, she's 250 pounds, very large animal, well within that average range of an adult turtle, but they have been known to go over 1,000 pounds. The largest turtle species is actually the leatherback turtle, who does not have a hard shell, and they actually have been documented to go over 2,000 pounds. So that is the largest turtle species.
If you were just joining us, we are at Seaworld this morning, previewing the new turtle exhibit. There are 6 turtles in this tank.
Looking for food. Captive environment is not a great environment for a leatherback sea turtle, and we don't necessarily get to pick and choose our turtles either, because once again, all non-releasable sea turtles are controlled by the government. So they pick and choose what animals are non-releasable, what animals are going to go to certain institutions.
SeaWorld has rescued some of these turtles.
If it's non-releasable,
that one back there is named Ellie. Ellie was hit by a boat, so she wasn't able to be released back into the wild.
6 turtles, and hopefully, as more turtles are deemed non-releasable, not that we ever hope for a turtle to be non-releasable, but when animals are in the state where they're not going to be able to survive in the wild, we're going to be able to provide a safe, happy home that they can be healthy and live out the rest of their lives.
Are we asking him about the biofiltration?
No.
All right.
Need anything else? Or obviously, I mentioned turtles without you filming them, so
Yeah.
it's Ellie is the small one right there. Oh. So Ellie is right there.
What is Big Mama again?
Big Mama is our loggerhead turtle, which is where she swam off to. Sometimes she blends in. Most of the time she spends right up here at the surface. Oh, yeah, unfortunately.
She's hiding.
Now, they surface about every 5 to 10 minutes, so she's not going to be there forever, unless she's asleep. If she's asleep, she can stay under for hours. But most of the time, they generally sleep at night. They have they actually can stay underwater for up to 10 hours, 12 hours, if it's a colder temperature.
Who's this guy?
That there is Shelly.
Hi, Shelly.
So that is Shelly. That's one of our Pacific green sea turtles that came from SeaWorld SeaWorld San Diego.
How long do the sea turtles typically live?
So it depends on the species. Some of the sea turtle species are longer lived than others. Most of the time, on average, they're anywhere from 60 years for some of the lesser lived species to well over 100 years for others. And they actually they feel that they probably could live much longer than that. There's not a lot of research on turtles out in the wild, from hatchling all the way up to adulthood. So it's hard to say exactly how long animals live, but they know certain animals they've been seeing for well over 80 to 100 years. So they say anywhere, Kemp's Ridley's 60 to 80 years, maybe more. Some of the green sea turtles, well over 100 years. It really depends per species on lifespans.
Right. Cool. Where to next?
Do you want to do, they're going to go ahead and do Dorothea first.
Filtration?
Yes, the filtration. So do you guys want to do rice?
Hi, John. We are actually going to ask about filtration in just a little while.
Oh yeah, the bubble window too on the side. Well, we're going to see. Do you want to do Carla's?
Okay.
Yeah,
We
hopefully
are-
things will move right now. She's kind of waking up right now.
Like in front of the
Yeah. I believe she did swim by a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
people were a fan of Big Mama.
Yeah, everybody loves Big Mama. So we've got Shelly here. We've got Leia,
That is Shelly.
Kona, and Sunner.
So Ellie, the one that has the buoyancy problem,
Right.
would you call that bubble butt? Is that the
No,
correct term?
it is. This one's bubble butt is a term.
That's when they get hit by boats and they get the air bubbles.
Right. So they get
Okay.
either due to a bacterial buildup or unable to expel gas on their own. What they'll do is they'll actually float with their butt end up, and they'll have trouble with buoyancy. She's got a little bit different issue. If you look underneath her shell, she actually has a concave shell due to the boat strike, and I think they believe she has problems holding the air in there to create her buoyancy to come up. So she's the opposite of bubble. She's the opposite of the bubble butt and floating to the surface. She's a little bit harder time getting to the surface. She can get there just fine, but she has a harder time staying floating at the surface. And then she also swims with the sea, kind of a list a little bit, because they believe she has some neurological issues as well, because she got hit on the top of the shell in the head. So she kind of, as she swims, she kind of leans to one side. But all those are due to her injuries. But she gets around. I mean, she does get around just fine. It takes her maybe a little bit longer, but that's why they didn't want her out in the wild, because if a predator were to go after her, she would not be able to avoid the predator.
All right, if you guys are just joining us, we are previewing the new sea turtle exhibit at Seaworld. We're going to ride some rides in just a little while. We met some turtles. I believe this one is named Shelly. So Turtle Reef is a whole experience. There is this tank full of turtles, but then there are also some rides that we're going to check out in just a little while over here. Looks like fun. There's Shelly again. A lot of the turtles here have actually been rescued because they have been injured and they're not able to survive on their own in the wild. take another look at the rides we are going to ride in just a little while. These rides are a part of the new Turtle Reef exhibit here at Seaworld. Oh, here's another view of the turtles. How many turtles are there? I know he answered this a little while ago. I think there are 6 turtles in this tank. They range in size. The biggest one is 250 pounds.
Okay, hi everybody, it's Katie. I've been talking to some of the folks here at SeaWorld that work here and that were a part of putting this exhibit together, bringing it to life, literally. And there's so much cool stuff to learn about turtles. Turtles have been around for a long time, and they actually face a lot of challenges out in our oceans. Aside from pollution, they can also get hit by boats, and that can affect their ability to dive down and to also come back up to the surface if they need to. And they also have natural predators out in the ocean, things like sharks. And so what we learned is that these turtles here, a few of them, they were rescued and they're not able to be released back into the ocean. Now, some turtles that get rescued, they can get, patched up and they're able to be released, but some can't for their own safety. For instance, there's a turtle here that is not able to go back up to the surface and dive back down very efficiently or very quickly, and so that would make it a prime target, if you will, for a predator, and of course we don't want that to happen. So that's why that turtle is here at the new Turtle Reef exhibit to help keep it safe. And a few other turtles here have stories as well. A few of them have gotten in some tussles with sharks, and so their fins have been a little bit messed up, and that keeps them from being able to swim as well. Look at them. And we also learned that turtles can be as heavy as 1,000 pounds. Now, I think the biggest one here is around 200-ish pounds, between 200 and 300 pounds. But these turtles are massive. These are massive, beautiful creatures. They're so cool. We've got a few more folks to talk to. We're going to talk to one of the folks here at SeaWorld that helped put together this special biofiltration system. Well, how many pounds? Okay, John, I see your question. How many pounds of fish does this tank go through? What do they feed them? That's a very good question. And that's actually, I'll take that question, John. I'm going to talk to the person that helped put together this biofiltration system here for the turtles. So I'll ask them about the fish as well, how they feed them. That's a good question. And all these fish are really pretty too. So there's going to be so much to see here at SeaWorld. No pun intended. But there's two new rides that Lexi and I are going to try out. So that's exciting too. And I just think these creatures are so beautiful. So you'll have to come check them out. They seem to be quite curious. They have been kind of scaling the glass here since we've been here. And they seem to be really friendly and curious, and I just think they're really cool. So there's going to be a lot to learn here at SeaWorld San Antonio. I'm going to go find out about that biofiltration system, which from what I've heard is the first of its kind. So we'll figure out how and learn how that helps these turtles to thrive in this environment. And I'm going to hand the mic back over to Lexi. Y'all enjoy.
No, we're ready. We're going to look at the biofiltration system.
We are now headed to look at the biofiltration system. Katie is going to tell us, she's going to learn all about that. If you are just joining us, we are previewing Turtle Reef here at SeaWorld. It is a whole experience. There is a tank full of sea turtles and a couple of rides. Here's a sneak peek of the ride we are going to get on in just a little while. We are getting ready to ride this spinny ride. Katie's excited about riding it. Katie, are you typically scared of rides?
It's like with age, I get more afraid of rides, or I'm just more wary. My palms start to sweat. But this one looks pretty tame. But that's also what they said about the haunted house during Hallow Scream, and it was horrible. So
You didn't do too well there?
I don't trust them very much.
She said the haunted house is horrible.
Clay
It
knows.
was. I screamed my head off.
You guys may remember Clay from Hallow Scream. Sarah Spivey and I went through one of their haunted houses, and supposedly it wasn't going to be that bad.
And they know because I get terrified literally
Clay
every
was
time.
behind us.
I might be a big dude, but I scare very easily.
You kind of became a celebrity through that.
Did I really?
People were
A
like,
scare-lebrity?
I love the guy in the back. Yeah, yes. So, Clay, everyone, you may remember.
Well, check this out. They're going to run Riptide Rescue.
Okay.
So this is one of our brand new rides, 45 inches for a young adult, a young person to get on. If you're not 45 inches, or if you're 45 inches, you can ride with someone a little older, a little
Ride
taller.
with an adult. Okay.
Right here.
See, Lexi, this is going to be... Lexi doesn't like rides that spin.
No, I do.
Oh, you do?
I don't like roller coasters.
Oh, okay. So this is going to be
spinning is
totally
okay.
Oh, but it
fine.
goes up. Look at that.
It does. This is going to be fine.
No, that looks... Does it go much higher than that?
Well, just wait.
Uh-oh.
It spins you right round.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, this is going to be fun. I mean, this is a big deal for SeaWorld to have two new rides.
Yes, especially rides for our younger visitors. Maybe they're not tall enough to get on the Great White roller coaster or the Steel Eel roller coaster. Now they've got something they can have a thrill on as well. And something that is it's a park with a purpose. We've got these great rides. We've also got this great turtle attraction.
Very exciting. Oh yeah, Lexi, this is going to be fun.
So this is considered kid-friendly?
It is kid friendly, not spin friendly, but not spin friendly, but kid friendly. Look at that. And then behind
All right,
it,
we'll see.
You'll see Sea Swinger also moving right now.
Oh yeah. That one's a little more grown up, or it looks like it to me.
It is, yeah.
This is cool. Okay, you guys.
We're actually going to walk now. We're going
We're gonna walk.
Right
We're gonna
behind
go.
the scenes, behind the scenes of Turtle Reef, and go see our marsh biofiltration. It's really cool. Come on. Hey, Joe. And they're live on Facebook right now too, so we'll do a little bit of both. Take them away.
We're gonna go back up.
We can go if you want to go down here. I don't know.
We just
This is Joe Keon. He's our curator of animal habitat.
Hi. How are you? I'm Katie.
Hi, Katie.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, look, there's the turtle. That's where they live.
There you can see the top of the turtle tank where all those beautiful turtles live.
The beautiful big.
And the fish. We're about to learn about the turtle tank's biofiltration system. He is the expert. He will be
Hello, how are you? We used to work together in another.
There you go. All right, so here we are. Biofiltration. Take a look at all this. We're going to talk to Joe Keon. We're going to talk to Joe Keon, curator of animal habitats, about this revolutionary biofiltration system. No other zoo is doing this right now. This is revolutionary. This is state of the art, and what a lot of people are calling a very successful experiment right now. We took a risk. Joe's going to talk about all this really cool biofiltration stuff. Let's follow him this way around Turtle Reef.
perfect. So, in layman's terms, what exactly is a biofiltration system?
Biofiltration has been happening forever. This is how the natural world filters back into the ocean. So rainwater collects in the marshes, the roots absorb all the ammonias, the nitrates, everything that is harmful to wildlife, filters it out, the roots feed off of that, and the rest of the runoff goes into the earth, back out into our waterways. Well, what Seaworld is, we created a marsh. And Joe's going to talk all about how revolutionary this is, how great this is, and Joe was sharing some data earlier on some of the first tests of how this system went, and we are blown away by this experiment. So if you want to tune in to Joe Keon, curator of animal habitats, good friend of mine, and 35 plus years of amazing experience, lucky to have this guy around to learn from.
Okay, so can you say and spell your first and last name? Joe. Go ahead, Katie.
Okay. Joe, will you tell us what do we have here? What is this setup? We just saw the turtles, so how does the system work?
Okay, well, I am standing in 2,500 square feet of planted wetlands, and this is the biofiltration that we use to filter the water.
Okay. So at first glance, this looks like grass. So what is the science that's happening right here?
Okay. Well, this is a grass. It's called a Spartina alterniflora. It's a smooth cord grass, and you see this all over the coast. If you go down Texas coast, it's basically what we're doing is we're using this grass to filter the water. And fish obviously produce waste, and that waste is toxic, so it has to be removed. What happens is 6 to 12 times throughout the day, water will flood into these wetlands and slowly drains out. And as it's draining out, that water that has those wastes in it are passing through millions of communities of bacteria that break down those wastes into other nitrogenous compounds, which in turn feed the plants and feed other bacteria. And the end result is clean water, oxygen and nitrogen being released back into the atmosphere.
So if you didn't have this system in place, like maybe in other aquariums, how would the filtration system work? What would you have to have?
Well, for decades, we've used, for the most part, sand filters on all of our systems. And same principle, as water passes through that sand, it takes care of that biological filtration. But this is just a much more natural way of doing it. It reduces our carbon footprint and saves us a lot of money in initial setup costs and operating costs, just because it's what happens in nature.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. This is kind of mimicking an ecosystem down
Yes,
closer
it
to
is.
the coast.
It is.
Okay.
And a aside from the biological filtration component, it adds nice aesthetics, as you can see, for the exhibit. And
If you are just tuning in right now, we are previewing Seaworld San Antonio's new Turtle Reef exhibit. We looked at the tank that is filled with some turtles that have been rescued. Right now we are learning about the biofiltration system.
Better for the environment
Yes,
itself as far as carbon footprint and everything like that.
it sure is. You want to talk about the sand?
Yeah, so the sand, is that how you get the turtles in the habitat? Right here?
The sand is actually for the turtles.
Okay.
Now, turtles typically spend all their time in the water and only come out to nest. Okay, but we do have turtles in here that do like, especially Pacific greens. They've seen, especially in Hawaii, they're seen basking in the sun all the time. So we wanted to provide just another element for them to have for enrichment, be able to go up in the sand if they want, bask in the sun, and go right back into the exhibit.
And I've got to think if they do that, it's got to be nice for them to see the grass versus just, concrete or some other
Yes, exactly.
surface. Okay. All right. Anything else for you?
If you didn't hear that, the sea turtles at San Antonio sometimes come up here to hang out. And this is what their biofiltration system looks like.
And he can explain. Joe's really knowledgeable to explain the science of everything. So if you have a sciencey question that you want to do, like there's like a marsh thing. I mean, Joe has taught me stuff about ammonias and nitrates that I would never even know. So it's really fascinating
Or how does
stuff.
all the rain that you're projecting over the next few days affect the wetlands?
Exactly. Yeah.
No, that'd be.
I'm just messing with
So
you.
if it,
You were like, no.
well, I wondered that if it rains on top of this grass, how does that affect the filtration system, or does it at all?
Okay, well, this grass, since it's found on our coast, it is very tolerant of a wide range of salinities. So if in a rain event we're not too concerned, we do want to be mindful of the salinity in our exhibit for our animals. So we've taken measures. If we have a really bad rainstorm, there are valves that will close and keep all that fresh water from entering the system, and it'll just end up going down the drain. But the plants can tolerate for anything from 0 to, right now, our salinity is kept at about 22 parts per thousand.
And I want to mention something Clay touched on. This is the first filtration system of its kind being used across the country.
Yes, this is one of a kind. People have used wetlands filtration for wastewater treatment and areas in that, but no one's ever used it in place of the biological filtration on an aquarium system like this. So it's pretty neat to be on the cutting edge of this type of approach to filtration.
Okay. Thank you so much.
And even more fascinating to have that cutting edge here in San Antonio, Texas.
No, that's what I was. It's so cool that all this is happening here, somewhere that's not necessarily close to an ocean, or we're close to the Gulf, but it's
Again,
a couple hours away. So I think it's very cool that we're creating this.
If you are just tuning in, we are learning about the biofiltration system for the sea turtles here at SeaWorld San Antonio. This is the new Turtle Reef exhibit. This filtration system is the first of its kind being used here in the country. It's happening right here in San Antonio.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We're going to share all the information and data from this biofiltration exhibit. All right, you want to see some rides?
Thank you. Yes.
You want to ride some rides?
All right, guys, it's time for rides now.
It's nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you.
Do you have any questions for Joe for your Facebook folks?
Why is this happening here in San Antonio? If this is something so revolutionary and cutting edge, what brings it here?
Well, our company's been looking for ways to make exhibits more natural, more dynamic, and so we were just the next park in line when we started designing Turtle Reef. Is let's try it now. Let's see what we can do with the filtration and how we can make it that unique.
And you mentioned the system is better for the environment. How is that?
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons it's better for the environment is we're not using all that electricity and using water that conventional methods of filtration many times need. Plus the fact that we've actually created a habitat for other animals here that will eventually have birds and small mammals and other things that will live inside the wetlands and make it their home. Good.
She's gonna.
You know, there could be.
What
This
is
is a
Katie
natural ecosystem.
I
Now.
don't
There could be
know. I'm just
anything.
kidding.
in there.
She's doing a good job.
So you say this is basically like a marsh that we created right here?
Yeah, it's a wetland, and they're seen down on the coast. They do the same thing. They provide filtration for the water, but they also hold the coastline together and provide a habitat for lots of animals.
It's cool stuff. I mean, who thought grass could be so cool, but it is.
Construction. Chewing on.
You can hear people are enjoying the rides over there. Katie is about to try them out. We were just learning about the filtration system here at SeaWorld San Antonio's new Turtle Reef exhibit. It is a whole experience. There's a tank full of sea turtles, and then also, as you can see, these two rides back here.
So we can talk about those rides while we're waiting over here. So we have Riptide Rescue going off. Riptide Rescue, an orange Zodiac ride, great for all ages. And you know, you go up, you spin. It's really exhilarating. It's fun. But then right behind it is Sea Swinger. How can I describe it? It's a pendulum ride that also rotates at its base. So just while you're spinning and swinging, you don't know where you're going to come down, where you're going to go up, and it has a very obtuse angle that it goes to, well above 90. So you get to see the ground, beautiful. You get a nice little butterflies in your stomach. And of course, Sea Swinger, Riptide Rescue, Turtle Reef, open to the public May 3rd here at SeaWorld San Antonio. And on May 4th, we're having our grand opening ceremony. We have a ribbon cutting, which it's going to be really cool. Some students from Warren High School, right down the road here from SeaWorld San Antonio, have created a ribbon out of debris they've picked up along the Texas Gulf Coast. They go do beach cleanups. We heard about their amazing work they're doing to help the environment. We've invited them to create our ribbon cutting. They have. We have it. They're going to join us as well for the grand opening. So if you're a Warren graduation alumni, come out and support your alumni. If you're NISD, come out and support your school district. If you're a San Antonian, come out and support your local community, because we are really about community, about taking care of our environment, taking care of animals. And grand opening for pass holders, silver, gold, and platinum. You're part of the grand opening ceremony. See Warren cut the ribbon. We'll be donating some money to the Amos Rehabilitation Keep that same day, May 4th, Saturday. You'll be able to ride the rides. But again, starting tomorrow, May 3rd, this area is open to the public, and we're so excited. Oh, I'm so excited.
There are 6 sea turtles?
There are 6 sea turtles. We have loggerhead sea turtles and green sea turtles. Our smallest sea turtle in there is Ellie. Ellie's a rescued green sea turtle. And then one of our larger sea turtles, those are also greens, Pacific green sea turtles, a lot larger. And then there's a sea turtle with very small flippers. Her name's Big Mama. She's a shark attack victim, a rescued animal. So rescued animals we have in Turtle Reef you can learn about. If you go to at SeaWorld Texas on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, you can watch videos, kind of bios on our turtles, bios on our rides, and learn a lot more. So make sure, if you like KSAT 12, you already have good taste in social media. Make sure you also are following at SeaWorld Texas on social media. Let me help your cameraman down. All right, here you go. No problem. I got it.
You can see the water coming up over there. It's cool.
It's bubbling.
It just bubbles up.
Yeah, because I was wearing like my sleep clothing and sitting there putting all these things.
All right, we're going to head to the rides pretty soon.
Wasn't that cool?
Katie's excited.
That's very exciting. Because you can see it. I don't know if you can see it. It's flooding right there. That's what it's worth.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to dig down and hit water.
Thank you.
All right.
Did you get his mic? Katie, did you get his mic?
Oh, it's over there on the ground. Sorry.
All right.
All right, you're going to be joining Mr. Chris for some ride time.
We're going to talk about these rides. There are 2 rides at the new Turtle Reef exhibit.
What's the shit you do? Riptide Rescue or Sea Swinger? Which one do you want to do first? You're going to do both. You'll do both.
Andrew is telling me that I'm going to do both
You're
rides.
going to do both. Hooray.
They look a little scarier up close than they did earlier. This is the Riptide Rescue. That looks like fun. This other one here is called the Sea Swinger. Looks a little more intimidating. Riptide Rescue, Sea Swinger. These are the two rides at SeaWorld's new Turtle Reef exhibit. It opens tomorrow. Are you excited to ride the rides, Katie?
Very excited.
They look a little more intimidating up close in person.
That one, I haven't been on one like that before, the big pendulum one. So we'll see.
That's the one that scares me.
We're in it together. It's fine. What could possibly go
Do you want to
wrong?
go by yourselves on this?
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, what? People want to watch. If they
Are you
want to
gonna
watch.
hold it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to give this to Andrew.
Okay. Lexi and I are going to go ride Riptide Rescue.
Yeah, I guess.
It's going to be great.
I'm not so scared of this one. I think it'll be okay.
Yeah, there's life jackets, life vests on the back of the ride. It's going to be fine.
And I'm a little taller than the.
Yes. So the cool thing about these rides is, I think Clay and Lexi mentioned this, these are very good rides for kids. The hike here is,
Sure.
you'll make it. So good kid-friendly rides, and Lexi and I are going to go try out Riptide Rescue. I'm going to give the microphone to Andrew.
Wait, he's still. Okay. Bye. They're getting on the ride right now. Oh, they just hopped the fence.
All clear.
It's starting to rain a little bit, but
Starting right.
there's Katie and Lexi. Joanna says, face your fears. Face your fears. Lexi, are you nervous? She does. Katie's excited. Lexi, you look so. Katie said it's a baby ride, and Lexi said it's not. Shaquay says go. Avila says you can do it. People believe in you. Don't be nervous. Are you locked in or no? You're not locked in at all. Bye. You're not locked in. Bye. I think she cussed. Did she cuss? I can't tell. Hi! Yeah! Where are you? You're doing it! Oh, they're going high. Is it bad? They're making weird faces. Let's give it with camera over here. Put it right there. Where are they? Oh, they're over there. They're behind the counter, but hooray! Here's Riptide Rescue. Where's Katie? Oh. There they are. Hooray! So it's like a boat. And there's Sea Swinger, the other one. It goes up high. How was it?
It was very swinging.
She just kept saying that repeatedly while we were on the ride. She was like, "This is very swinging. This is very swinging. It's very swinging."
You're kind of a little dizzy when you get off of that one, but it's fun.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. That one I'm still whoa.
Are you gonna go in it?
Yes, she's going on it. Yes. Yes. This is non-optional.
So do a recap. Tell each other how it was.
Of the ride? The ride was fun. I enjoyed it thoroughly. That one's good. You can ride with a partner, and it swings you around, and then you go higher. But then your little safety boat also rocks a little bit, which adds an extra special little pizzazz to it. So that one's good. We're gonna try this one here, and now I don't remember the name of it. Hold on. So that was Riptide Rescue. This is Sea Swinger, which also the height requirement's 48 inches. So also another good one for kids. So Lexi, if kids can do it, you can do it. Come on. Okay. I think, are we going to do this one?
Yeah, we're gonna.
So we're going to try this one, and then that will wrap up our time at Turtle Reef, which I'm sad because I would like to just hang with the turtles all day. But we're going to have a big recap of everything we learned here coming up later on the news at 9, and then I'm going to be talking more about the biofiltration system on the next Blake's Brainiac. So we learned so much here today, and what's great about this is that you can come learn a bunch about these turtles and fish and their new habitat, but then you can also come right over and enjoy these 2 new rides at SeaWorld. So this is pretty cool. I think we're going to go get in line for the ride.
Yeah, go. Sorry, my tripod's not working.
Would you like me to end the Facebook Live?
You want to use that one?
Yes, I guess we'll. Okay, so if you want to hang around and watch Lexi and I ride the Sea Swinger, we'll do that as soon as Andrew can get his camera set up.
My tripod.
Technical difficulties. It was drizzling on us a little bit while riding that ride. Yes, we do have some storms in the forecast this afternoon and this evening. Justin Horn will have the latest on the news at noon. Wink. And I'm coughing. I'm very sorry. We have to go get in line, Andrew.
Okay. I don't have it. Let me take this off. That'll be okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Alex said we have to put our hands up on the Sea Swinger, Lexi. So don't be a baby. Okay.
Go. Bye.
Locking harness.
Lexi looks so nervous. It just coming down. Does it hurt? It hurts? Are you nervous? Lexi's legitimately nervous. Katie's dabbing and Lexi's nervous. Dab! Dab, dab! Wait!
All clear.
Hi! You're gonna do great!
Starting right.
Shaquai's scared for you. Oh, the floor is moving. Shaquai, she's scared for you. Vicky, she is nervous. Look at, she's nervous, Vicky. Yay! I'm trying to film. Hold on. There we go. It's going high. Wow. This is like a drop. That's high. Go, Lex! Oh my God! They're like horizontal now. Oh, like upside down almost. It is really high. There's Lexi and Kate. Put your hands up! Oh, it's done. Yay! Lexi! You did it! Lexi! What? Katie didn't look scared either. Lexi did look very scared. The floor closes up and then you can get off. Yay! Katie, were you scared?
Yeah. It was. It's kind of
Hold on.
it.
So close.
Your stomach like lifts up. You get that
Yeah,
weird feeling.
I was dizzy and I was like, I wonder if I'm gonna pass out, but I didn't, and ultimately it was fun.
Y'all, she kept just saying, "Oh no!
I did.
Oh no!"
I did. I did.
That one was definitely more of like a what's the word? I'm like.
Don't eat before you.
That one's more scary. It's not scary, but it was more of an adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
High.
Yeah.
You're up real high.
I know.
Yeah.
I was there.
And you're like, you lift out of the seat.
Like you went
Yeah,
past horizontal. You went up.
She just
Yeah,
kept
I-
going.
I
Oh
felt like I
no!
was flying, which was nice and terrifying.
Like someone said Katie wasn't scared.
I was like screaming a little bit. I don't know. It was yeah.
It was fun.
How would you rate it?
It was enjoyable.
Which one was better?
This one, if you're more of a thrill seeker, I think you'll like this one better.
Which one do you like, Lexi?
Well, you know, I liked both of them, but I will say this: I'm a huge chicken, but I would do that again.
Yeah,
So
It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
very fun,
And then
very enjoyable.
more
All right.
on 9.
Yeah, so of course we were here. Thanks for sticking with us and learning a lot about turtles and this new exhibit here at SeaWorld San Antonio. We're going to have a full recap of everything that you can experience here tonight on the news at 9. That's streaming on Amazon Fire, Roku. You can watch on KSAT.com via the KSAT News app. That'll be on tonight at 9, and then we're also going to have a special Blake's Brainiacs in the next couple of days over the cool one-of-a-kind biofiltration system here at SeaWorld. So thanks for hanging with us. Be sure to check out the new Turtle Reef exhibit here at SeaWorld San Antonio, and enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Bye, guys.